Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name is Amy. I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV. We are in Judges chapter 15. We are continuing with this story of Samson. Okay. Samson's vengeance on the Philistines. Later on, at the time of the wheat harvest, Samson took a young goat and went to visit his wife, who was given to another that same night. He said, I am going to my wife's room. But her father would not let him go in. I was so sure you thoroughly hated her, he said, that I gave her to your friend. Isn't her younger sister more attractive? Take her instead. Samson said to them, this time I have a right to get even with the Philistines. I will really harm them. So he went out and caught 300 foxes and tied them tail to tail in pairs. That is just terrible. Why are you going to torture the animals? He then fastened a torch to every pair of tails. It's horrible. Lit the torch and let the foxes loose in the standing grain of the Philistines. He burned up the shocks and the standing grain together with the vineyards and olive groves. When the Philistines asked who did this, they were told Samson, the Timonite's son-in-law, because his wife was given to his friend. So the Philistines went up and burned her and her father to death. This is just horrible. Animal torture, all kinds of just... Samson said to them, since you have acted like this, I won't stop until I get my revenge on you. He attacked them viciously and slaughtered many of them. Then he went down and stayed in a cave in the rock at Etam, E-T-A-M. The Philistines went up and camped in Judah, spreading out near Lehi, L-E-H-I. The men of Judah asked, why have you come to fight us? We have come to take Samson prisoner, they answered, to do to him what he did to us. Then 3,000 men from Judah went down into the cave in the rock of Etam and said to Samson, don't you realize that the Philistines are rulers over us? What have you done to us? He answered, I merely did to them what they did to me. Then they said to him, we've come to tie you up and hand you over to the Philistines. Samson said, swear to me that you won't kill me yourself. Agreed, they answered. We will only tie you up and hand you over to them. We will not kill you. So they bound him, and with 2 new ropes, they led him up from the rock. As he approached Lehi, the Philistine came towards him shouting. And then the Spirit of the Lord came upon him in power. The ropes on his arms became like charred flax, and the bindings dropped from his hands. Finding a fresh jawbone of a donkey, he grabbed it and struck down 1,000 men. Went like berserker mode and killed 1,000 men with the jawbone of a donkey. Then Samson said, with the donkey's jawbone, I have made donkeys of them. With the donkey's jawbone, I have killed 1,000 men. When he finished speaking, he threw the jawbone, and that place was called Ramath Lehi. Ramath Lehi means jawbone trail. So, okay. Because he was very thirsty, he cried out to the Lord, you have given your servant this great victory. Must I now die of thirst and fall into the hands of the uncircumcised? Then God opened up a hollow place in Lehi, and water came out of it. When Samson drank, his strength returned, and he revived. So the spring was called En Hakor. Hakor means caller's spring, and Hakor means collar spring. Okay. And it is still there in Lehi. Samson led Israel for 20 years in the days of the Philistines. So that's like a mixed kind of thing. Like, ooh, get a whole, like, is he really a hero? Because he does some dark stuff. I don't know. Samson's got some emotional issues and some temper problems that makes him feel like he feels like he's allowed to kill people. So this is an issue. Comes off a little sociopathic. That's my opinion thus far. Not that this is the first time I've read Samson and Delilah, but you feel free to give me what you think of Samson. Yes, you're not going to hurt my feelings if you don't really care for Samson. There are different people in the Bible that I care for and others not so much. And, the one that I really love is the Messiah, and Samson's not him. So, we're green for go. Until the next video, friends.